Gary Neville, his propaganda, bias, but PC correct remarks about Arteta and Arsenal are just coming up again. He does it every time Arsenal start to do well. He'll put in a little dig to try and knock them somehow. And this is what he said about Arteta. He is fueling fans and contributing to the growing online hostility against referees. Of course, there's no hostility against refs at the moment from other fans. It's just Arsenal. And it's no doubt Arsenal do it to inflame the situation. Arsenal do it to inflame the situation. Is that not sort of putting Arsenal into disrepute? Is that going to not sort of start this argument for referees to be anti-Arsenal? We already think they are, but to try and stir the waters up. It's propaganda. Why is it only Arsenal? Just because of one incident with Skelly and that we're getting off of it? We're getting upset with it. What did actually Arteta actually say? He says, yeah, it's clear. Doesn't say it was, the guy asks him, the commentator says, was it a red card? Arteta says, it's clear. It's clear. He says, I was furious. Honestly. I leave it with you. It's obvious my words are not going to help. These are exact line-by-line comments. Have you had words with the official? He's asked. No. Will you appeal? Arteta says, it's up to the club. It's that obvious that we may not even have to, Arteta says. Unfortunately, we're getting used to it. Now, are those comments fuming and, fueling fans against referees? Is it that bad? Is it really that bad, Neville? Don't other fans do the same? Let me just take you to Klopp. Did Klopp never do these things? It's a crazy situation. Why would Gar be saying it's clear and obvious? What did he have for lunch to think that it's a penalty? It's like, how did VAR come to that decision for all football people on the planet? It's a penalty. Maybe they can hide behind the phrase, it's clear, obvious. It was obviously a penalty. These are things Klopp said. 100% on these different occasions, not a penalty. It's obvious. My opinion doesn't count, does it? I mean, Sky, he said to Sky, you appoint Mike Dean? Oh, congratulations. Great appointment that was. Just taking the... Is that not undermining referees? Is that not doing that? Klopp used to go absolutely mad. I can name loads of occasions Klopp went bananas. I'm not knocking Liverpool, just trying to say, why don't you say that, Neville? What about the Arsenal Odegaard penalty decision, Kavanagh? Klopp went absolutely bananas. It was a pen. He didn't give it. Klopp went bananas. That's nothing, is you can't say nothing about that one, can you, Neville? Let's come closer to home. What did Mourinho ever do? He never said anything bad about referees, did he? His comments on Anthony Taylor. You've forgotten all about that, haven't you, Neville? Things like, I can't control referees' mistakes. There's obviously no debate against Man City, no debate on that one, is it? Basically, the referee cocked up. Ten Hag, unfair and unjust. And that he was actually complaining about the VAR referee, okay, at the West Ham game. Who was that? Michael Oliver. Again. Football, it's Ten Hag. Football's never meant to be like this. He was commenting on referees and how the referee had officiated the game. Van Gaal, every aspect of the match was against us. The pitch, the referee. You have to see it always the same way. He is suggesting that the referee was against them. Yeah, he got smashed for that. Hold on a minute, this is Man United, not Arsenal. Forget Mourinho. Mourinho said so many things. What did Ralph Rangnick? He accused referees of making it easy for the opposition. He said the joke decisions. Hold on, are these not bringing things up? No, sorry, Gary Neville, you forget all this. And Gary Neville himself, this is the thing, Gary Neville says. We can't say what Arteta is talking about. We can't say it's wrong, having played the game when we were doing the same thing. But there's a difference. When we were doing it, it wasn't inflaming what could be called corruption. There was no Twitter at the time. What? What a joke the man is. It was okay for them to do it because there was no Twitter. Forget there was more media coverage at the time. I'm not saying it's as big as it is now. There was television all over the place. Man United were the biggest team maybe on the planet at the time. They could do it. And he says it. You can't say it was wrong, having played the game when we were doing the same.